I'm losing my voice. Hi cuties, my voice not doing so hot today, so I'm gonna try to get through this as quickly as possible. Anyone who knows me knows that I love Japan. I love living here, and I especially love how I can look back on those jerks in high school who used to make fun of me because what are they doing with their lives now? Most of them are unemployed or in dead-end jobs that they hate with a wife and kids to support. And what am I doing with my life? I'm living abroad, making steady paychecks. Sure, I spend a good portion of my time alone in my apartment talking to a video camera and puppets, but at least I don't have to worry about sleep deprivation due to shrieking baby. If I'm sleep deprived, it is of my own volition. But even though I ran away and escaped my life in America, there are still things that I miss about the good old US of A that I can't have here in Japan. So as a resident of Japan and a cultural representative of my home country, I spend a lot of time defending culture. I gotta defend how students should go study abroad and tell them all the good points of America, while defending to people back home and the occasional frustrated ALT how Japan is awesome. Needless to say, I'm in support of both countries. Both sides have their good qualities, and there are definitely things that we could learn from each other. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the Get On Board With It Top 5 Countdown. So in this countdown, I will be presenting the top 5 things the US can learn from Japan and vice versa. I'm not going to touch on huge topics like individuality versus collectivism, because trust me, both have their good points, both have their bad points. So these are my personal opinion. You can agree or disagree, and they are in no particular order. Let's get started with what the USA can learn from Japan. Number 1, cone beanie. Yes, there are convenience stores in America, but I like the ones in Japan better, except that we don't have slushies here. Seriously, Japan, get on board with that. That's not part of their top 5. That's in the top 10. But in cone beanie Japan, you can do things like pay your bills and buy tickets for the bus or the Ghibli Museum. You can pay for a lot of stuff through the cone beanie. It's very convenient. Number 2, curry. Curry is amazing. Why doesn't America have curry yet? And I'm not talking about Indian curry, because Indian curry and Japanese curry are very different things. I did hear that there might be some curry places in New York now, but I don't know if they're still popular or if it was just kind of a fad. But curry is delicious, filling, somewhat healthy, and delicious. And did I mention it's delicious? Number 3, phone strap. Phone straps are awesome, and it's just a way to kind of show what you like to the world. It's basically Tumblr, but in reality. Currently on my phone, I have a Hunger Games Mockingjay. In fact, I have a whole collection of phone straps. Darth Vader and a Yoda, Awkward Fish and Beluga, Taiko, Geno, Nagini, and Mario, Tuscan Fuji, come as a pair, Tamaki Senpai, Teddy Bear, Nana, Shiva, Celia, Philosopher's Stone, and a Katana, Octopus, Darth Maul, Pokeball, and Dragon Ball. Don't forget my Polar Spirit, come on America, get with it. Yeah. Get with it. So America, I think your economic crisis could be solved with phone strap. Number 4, kotatsu. Kotatsu are beautiful things in winter. Yes, Japan doesn't have insulation, but they make up for that with the kotatsu. Kotatsu are tables, and you can remove the top of the table to put a blanket in, and then you put the top back on, and it's basically a table with a blanket, but on the underside of the table is a heater, and it's the most magical thing in winter. So instead of wasting your money on Forever Lazy and stuff like that, just start selling kotatsus, America! And the 5th thing America needs to get on board with is karaoke. Yes, America has karaoke bars, but does anyone really want to subject themselves to the ridicule after performing a really bad Mariah Carey solo in front of people they don't even know? As you have seen from countless karaoke videos, karaoke is done in a private room with your friends and no strangers allowed, unless you're me and occasionally go over to the next room to figure out what people are jamming to, and then you join in on a session of Orange Range Viva Rock. But that's just me, okay? I'm weird. But I think this is a great idea, because who doesn't like to just jam out sometimes? It's a great stress reliever. So America, get on board with karaoke. Now let's talk about the top 5 things Japan needs to learn from America. Number 1, I think I've mentioned before, is cereal. Japan, please get on board with cereal. Please have more than 2 kinds of bland cereal. Blah. Seriously, I don't know how much more I can take of it. My mother just taunted me on Skype with Count Chocula. October. It's Count Chocula season. I really want some Count Chocula because it's October and that's when you eat Count Chocula. Number 2, Japan, you need your your banks open longer than 9 to 3 on Monday through Friday? You know who works 9 to 3 Monday through Friday? Teachers do! We don't get special days off. We work all those days during those entire hours. Why aren't you open longer or on weekends? I have to take vacation to go to the bank. Number 3. Movie. I understand that when movies are released internationally, they need to have translation. However, I don't think translating a movie should take 6 months. Hunger Games was already out on DVD in America, Japan. DVD! And the entire hype of it is already over in America. Here's the weird part. Blockbusters of the summer have so far really been Hunger Games, Dark Knight, Avengers. Hunger Games came out back in what, March? April? I think one of the two. Avengers came out a few months later. Avengers came to Japan faster than Hunger Games. I'm disappointed in you, Japan. Number 4, Les Vegetables. School lunch and I have a love-hate relationship. Some days are good, and some days I just want to vomit. But there's one part of school lunch that constantly bothers me because it never changes. There's always pickled vegetables. I can deal with the mushrooms if you wouldn't pickle everything every single day. Sure, pickle some vegetables. Some vegetables are good pickled, but every single day? Can we just, cook it and put some butter on it? Because that's good too. And number 5, because it is the season to be scary. Halloween, Japan. Halloween. Please, can we do Halloween? Halloween is my absolute favorite holiday. And yes, Japan, it's a holiday. Holiday doesn't always mean day off. Get with that too. That's on the top 10. I'm a teacher, and for me, Halloween is a big memory of my school life that I want to bring to my school. I want all my kids to dress up in costumes and walk around the hall in the costume parade. I'm the only weird person dressed up, and that makes me feel uncomfortable. Not really, I'm okay with it. I just wish we could all get on board with Halloween. So cuties, those are the top 5 things Japan needs to learn from America, and vice versa. If you think more should be added to that list, just put those in the comments below, or on Facebook, Tumblr, Twitter, and be you. And I will see you next time, hopefully with a better voice. Bye! In a school lunch, you have your, school lunch.